Hello, I'm going to do the Capricorn energy reading, and this may or may not resonate with you. If it does, take what does. If it does not, leave what does not. Then it was not meant for you. It was meant for someone else. We're going to look at past, current, and future energies. We're going to get some clarifiers and then close out with an oracle. All right, in the past, we have the King of Swords and we have the Queen of Cups. I feel cuts like a knife. That's the first, when I saw that for some reason, especially with the King of Swords and the Queen of Cups. The King of Swords is somebody who is very analytical. He's not very emotional, that he analyzes a lot of things. And I feel like it could be that you are with a relationship with somebody who just did not have those emotions, or that they cut like a knife, like their sayings or what they said to you cut like a knife, that it was very hurtful. For some reason, I just wanted to say that was a strong feeling that I had. Current energies, we have the Four of Cups and we have Six of Wands. Future energies, the Tower and the Six of Swords. And then at the bottom of the cup, oh boy. At the bottom of the deck, the Three of Pentacles. So for overall energy, we have the Three of Pentacles, which is working on something. So it could be, I'm just really feeling like it was a relationship that you were in with someone who said hurtful things. I feel like it was somebody who just really had no emotions or had no feelings, or was just very cut and dry. And I feel like with this current energy, I feel that when I saw the Six of Wands, I feel like you're rising above the situation and you're moving away from the situation, whatever this is. Now, this could represent a parent, it could represent a sibling, it could represent friends, it could represent a partnership, it could be someone at work, or it could be a work situation. Whatever that is, that you feel that you were in a relationship that was very cold, that was very hurtful, that kept saying things or not acknowledging your emotions or your feelings, or that was very stinging, very rather unpleasant. I'm feeling a cold type of relationship. But here I feel like you're taking that opportunity to look at things, and you're saying that, okay, I want to make some changes, especially with the Three of Pentacles being an overall energy, is that I want to put the work in to change things. I want things to be different. I have to look out for myself. I have to change the situation. And I feel like there's an opportunity, something that comes in that opens your eyes for you to be able to see that and say, yeah, I've got to make some changes. I've got to rise above this situation, that I don't want to be stuck in this any longer. For future energies, we have the Tower, we have the Six of Swords, but I feel like this is a big learning lesson for you. That's something that opens your eyes to things, and that you're realizing that you don't need to accept this behavior back here, that you don't need to be in relationships, that's not something that you need to tolerate anymore. That is something that you want to rebuild, that within yourself, that accepted this and made excuses for this, to rebuild that within yourself, that you become stronger and you don't accept this. And then with the Six of Swords, that's that moving forward energy, and it's to calmer waters. I feel like this may have been, like walking on eggshells over here, and you're like, I don't want to do that anymore, and I need to surround myself with situations where I'm not in this type of a situation where I'm walking on eggshells, that you want things to be calmer, that you want things to be easier. This is definitely a work in progress here. But I feel like just the realization that you want change is incredibly important. That you're finally realizing that this is not what you want to be in here. Whatever this represents for you, that you want change from that. Look at that. I love it. The Five of Swords. It's like, I'm not going to take that anymore. I'm not going to deal with that anymore. That's not going to be acceptable behavior. for me anymore. Look at that. I love that hangman, seeing things from a different perspective. I feel like your eyes are opening up, have opened up to what was going on here. And you're like, I'm going to change that. I'm going to have a new start, right? The Fool. I mean, I want to be happier. I want to be playful. I want to be in a relationship where I can be me. I want to have fun. I want to do those things that make me happy. I want a new start, right? Taking that leap of faith, of moving away from this situation. And of course, as I always say, you have to do what is best for you. I'm not telling you that you have to move away from this, but the energy that I'm feeling in this reading is someone who was stuck in a relationship that was very cold, that was very calculated, that was very controlling, that had no emotions, that was not a healthy relationship, and that this person who this reading represents has opened their eyes. There has been something that has come to the light, that they realize that they want to move on from the situation, that they are making those tough choices, they are making those decisions. They're kind of looking at, okay, if I stay in this relationship, is this what I want for the rest of my life? But if I move on from this relationship, yes, this can be scary because this is something new and different, but do I feel that it's more beneficial for me to move on from the situation? That's funny because I feel like this card right here was just what I was saying, is that you have to make the choices that are best for you. And that's, this card came out, and that's what this card is making the choice that is best for you, that works for you and your situation. And I feel like that's what is being looked at here. There's a lot of work and a lot that has to go on here, but I feel that it's building a stronger personal core. That lightheartedness, that fun, I feel like you want to get back to that. I feel like it hasn't been around you in a while. Like you haven't had that happiness, that playfulness, that silliness, that goofiness, that foolish behavior, right? Where you can just act silly. And I feel like that hasn't been around, or it hasn't been to where, you would like it to be, that it's been very serious. I feel like you've been hiding in the shadows. I feel like this personality here, you have been hiding that you have been keeping that to yourself. You haven't been able to let that young child, that young spirit, that young energy spirit out, because it has been held down by this energy here, and that has been held back. I also feel, for some reason, when I was just doing that, I feel like this could also represent your own feelings within yourself, that you have been more serious. Capricorn can definitely be very serious. So maybe you have been more on the serious side. And I feel like maybe you're coming into that, I want to be more silly. I want to be more emotional. I want to be, more playful. I want to not always be focused on the seriousness, that I want to be more playful. So this could be something within yourself. If this doesn't represent a person, this could also represent that battle that you have within yourself, right? Your head and your heart, that back and forth between, who do I need to present myself to be to everyone, or who do I really feel inside, right? Do I really want to show my emotions? Do I want to show my feelings? Do I want to be vulnerable to other people? And that could be this battle that you may have going on within yourself. But I feel like here you want to come out, like you want to come out of the shadows. You want to come out of that, and you want to be more playful, and just, I feel like have an ease, have things flow, have things easier, and not worry about what other people have to say. I feel like that stops so many people from doing things, and it's definitely stopped me over the years from doing things, because it's like, well, how are they going to feel about it? How are they going to react? So I feel like you're kind of coming out of the shadows because you feel like you've been held back because you were worrying about what everybody else was having to say. But you want to just be who you are, and then when you are who you are, then you surround yourself with people who accept you with the way that you are, not the way that you're trying to present yourself to other people. And That's exactly what I was feeling, is that you have those relationships when you're true to yourself, right? And you rebuild yourself and you have that strong foundation and you're like, this is who I am, either take it or leave it. And when you have that strong feeling and you're able to show and be comfortable in your own skin and say, this is who I am, then you have those people that are around you that accept you the way that you are, and your relationships become stronger. The relationship with yourself, because you're happy with who you are and you're presenting your true self, and you're choosing those relationships around you with those people who accept you exactly the way that you are, right? And that's very important, and I feel like that's what helps life to become more enjoyable, because we're not always trying to portray ourselves as something that we think other people want us to be, and not being true to ourselves. And I feel like it's, oh, darn it, I had a thought twice, and I can't think of it. Something about not being true to ourselves. Okay, that thought is gone. I can't remember. And then I love this card because she has such an amazing smile on her face, right? Getting back to things, getting back to those things that you enjoyed, and maybe that you got away from that. Maybe that you haven't done those things that you've been wanting to do because you've been hiding in the shadows, and you haven't been, you've been so worried about what other people were going to say. Oh, that's what I was going to say, is that when you change, right, that you become who you really feel you want to, and you're not trying to present yourself as something that other people will accept, that your friendships will change, right? Because those people that you knew before, not necessarily all of them, some of them can move forward with you, and that shows a true friendship. Some you may move away from because they want to see you that way. But when you make the change, right, with this Tower moment, and you make the change to be who you really feel you want to be, that those people that you knew back then may not follow you forward. But that's okay, because you don't want to be in that past energy. Like I said before, you want those people to surround you that you feel accept you fully the way that you are. All right. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Seven of Cups. The possibilities are endless, and I feel like you coming out of the shadows and being true to yourself, and whatever that may represent, that I feel like it opens up a lot of doors, because it gives you that confidence and that strength to look into new opportunities and to pursue new things, and opens up a lot of doors and opportunities to new things. Because I feel like back here you were feeling held back, that you weren't really, you were kind of staying in this bubble, right? But I feel here you feel this freedom with the Seven of Cups, that you can accomplish anything, and that you can do anything, and that your confidence grows, which is an amazing good thing. And is something that, we all strive to do. All right. Just to be able to have all of those possibilities and say, I can do anything, I can accomplish anything that I set my mind to, right? That I set my mind to, and that I take those actions to make it happen, that we will make it happen. All right, so let's close out with an oracle card. Let's see, this one's kind of popping out. Star, hard times are over. Look forward to an abundance of happiness, enthusiasm, and positivity. I love it. Definitely. Without a doubt. That's what this reading is the hard times are over, because this is in the past here, right? This is in the past. And that you're making those choices, you're seeing things differently, you're reaching out, you're coming out from the shadows, things are calmer, you have a better relationship with yourself, and you have a better relationship with the people that are around you. It's definitely something that you have to work on, but I feel like you set your mind to it and you can make those changes. All right, thank you so much for watching. As always, stay positive, stay safe, and I will see you next time.